Also at Kirkwood today, Democratic candidate for governor Fred Hubbell made a stop to talk about his plans for higher education. But first, he stopped by Broadcast Park. Fox 28 News reporter Nick Weig joins us now with the message he brought with him. Nick?
That's right, Karen. Fred Hubbell was one of the first people to declare his candidacy for governor this year here in Iowa. The Des Moines businessman led the Iowa Power Fund, tasked with investing state money into renewable energy. He also led the Iowa Department of Economic Development in the aftermath of the film tax credit scandal. Hubbell was also part of a group that raised millions of dollars in recovery funds for eastern Iowa during the flood of 2008, and he is involved with groups including the United Way and Planned Parenthood. So when I sat down with the businessman and philanthropist, I asked him how his career in the private sector would serve Iowa better than others seeking the job after years of public service.
What I see is the fiscal mismanagement of this governor and the misguided priorities of the legislature running our state into the ground.
Fred Hubbell is already several months into running campaign ads on radio, television, and online.
Let's get Iowa growing the right way.
But he's not alone. Many of the 7 candidates for the Democratic nomination are also flooding the airwaves. How do you try and convince Democrats to cast their ballot for you in June with such a crowded field of candidates?
People want results. They want somebody who can actually get something done and get results for them. I want to be the governor for everybody, all Iowans. And I've proven in the public sector and the private sector, I know how to get results because I've done it.
Even if Hubbell secures the Democratic nomination, he will face a challenge from a well-funded incumbent governor who is also highlighting a major achievement for Iowa. U.S. News & World Report named Iowa the #1 state in the country on a variety of levels. With an accolade like that after 8 years of a Republican governor, 2 years with a Republican state house, why do you think the voters of Iowa should consider a change right now?
Well, because I think voters of Iowa are interested in what's going on in their communities and in their families. They're not swayed by some article that comes out of Washington, D.C. As I said earlier, there are a lot of people who are very frustrated that they see their local hospitals, their local health providers struggling. They see their schools being decimated by more underfunding.
Hubbell is also taking aim at Governor Reynolds and state Republicans' efforts to cut your taxes. How do you convince Iowa voters that giving them back more of their money is the wrong choice?
Well, let's be honest. First of all, Governor Reynolds has borrowed $144 million from our reserve funds, and she doesn't have a plan to pay it back. She's required to pay it back. That should be done before anything else is done. We should not be borrowing money to give people a tax cut. That is fiscally irresponsible.
To see my full interview with Fred Hubbell, you'll find that on our website, cbs2iowa.com. Nick Weig, CBS 2 News 10 at 10.